Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are going into a deep dive on my bike, and the reason why is week 3 of training. We've been doing really well, and we're going to be able to do our first outdoor group ride with my cycling club tomorrow. So it's Triple Shot Cycling Club, and it is going to be exciting. And so there's a few things that I wanted to chat about, because if you're like me and you've done a lot of winter training and you're jumping into group rides or even outdoor rides, there are some things that you want to think about and making sure that you get some maintenance done if you've been using your road bike on an indoor trainer. So as you know, this year during the winter, I was able to do the majority of my rides on the Swift Ride. But before I got the Swift Ride, I've been using this on the Wahoo Kicker Roller. And if you want to see a review on that, I did talk about the Wahoo Kicker Roller in a different video. I'll put a link below if you're interested. And so there's a few things that you want to ensure that you want to do before you go on a dedicated regular outdoor riding. One is obviously a tune-up, making sure that your drivetrain is set and ready to go. And one of the big maintenance that you want to look out for if you've been using your bike indoors for winter is just the accumulative amount of sweat that can go down into the frame. So basically the stem and the fork, you want to make sure you want to clean those out. And even with using a towel, depending on if you have a fan or not and being cooled down, is replacing your handlebar tape. And if you take this off and you have been doing a lot of hours on the indoor training, you know how sweaty it can get, and it can just find ways into your handlebar and start corroding your bar, depending also on the material that you have on your bar. The other thing as well is obviously double checking your brakes. Also, again, accumulation of sweat can pour down onto your seat and down your seat post. So again, want to make sure those are cleaned out and maintained as well. So bar tape, the stem, and the front part of the fork and drivetrain, get all those things. And then just double check on your tires as well. Because I was on a roller and not necessarily dedicated trainer until I got the Swift Ride, if you're using a roller, double check your tires as well, see the wear. And, the funny thing is, there is natural wear when you're out on the road. You'll see a lot of rubber dust that will flake off. But for me, what I noticed on the Wahoo Kicker Roller is that I did accumulate some rubber dust. And when I got my bike tuned up and ready to go, tires and wear was still good for the season. So again, going on outdoor rides, depending on how consistent you're going to do or you're going to go out, you want to do a nice tune-up on your bike. For me, this is going to be training for the RBC Whistler Gran Fondo, again, September 15th. So it's going to be exciting. Tomorrow is going to be great. I think it's going to be roughly about 35, 37 kilometers. Because it is a group ride, we're going to be running a double pace line. We'll most likely average between 32 and 34 kilometers per hour. Should be a good, fast group. So it'll be really exciting to be out there. This week, the weather has been pretty good with a few rainy days. I still dedicated on Ruby and Swift this week on the Swift Ride on the indoor trainer. Was able to get some weights in. Again, being a little bit more conservative on how heavy I am training on the weight training. One thing is clear for this season versus last season is still doing leg day every week. Even though I'm pedaling and doing a lot of leg work on the bike, I think it's still important to be able to have hamstring strength and hip strength, glute strength, and quad strength as you go through the pedal stroke. So this is, I guess I didn't really talk about this. This is the Trek Amonda. This may not be the same frame that I'll be using for the Whistler Gran Fondo, so stay tuned for a future video. But we will be looking to replace this frame. And drivetrain is what I'm running on here is I have Shimano 105 Di2. So again, if you are going from indoor to outdoor, or let's just say you had your bike in the winter and you have electronic shifting, make sure that everything is charged up and ready to go. And I've had friends going on bike rides in February where they ran out of battery on Di2 and were literally stuck on fixed gears. Was able to get home just on a lot of the different grades that we were riding on. It was more difficult than it had to be. So yeah, this bike is running 105 Di2. I am running an Ultegra crankset in the front, specifically because I'm running 165 millimeter crank arms, and I'm running reserve wheels. They are the older set, so this is running 52 in the front and 63 in the back. And the tires are running is Continental GP 5000s, and they are the STRs, 28 millimeters. We'll be looking to go to 30 millimeters when these wear out, hopefully before the Whistler Gran Fondo, just more so for comfort. And I think they'll still be pretty fast on the flats, but more so comfort going up and down the hills. And running an NV stem and Aero en-route carbon handlebars, and a Physique 3D printed, I think this is the Adaptive R1 or R3. I'll put a link below if you're interested. And carbon bike stem as well. I haven't weighted or anything like that, but this has been a really great bike. What's nice about Trek, it's got a lifetime warranty on the frame. And because the Amonda is discontinued, I'm going to assume that if anything's wrong with the frame, they'll most likely warranty it with the Madone, the Trek Madone Gen 8. So yeah, this is an SL5 version. It's not the SLR. And you know, as someone that's new to riding, it's been great. It's been super fast. It's been fun to ride. And yeah, I can't wait to get in that group ride tomorrow. So hopefully you found some value so far. Training has been consistent. Finally, a lot better from being sick the last couple weeks. Got a little bit of a sniffle in there. However, like I explained before, majority of the sickness I've had was literally from the neck up. So just a little bit lingering there. And yeah, really excited. So if you are someone that loves to ride and can't wait to get out there, it's spring. Here we're on the West Coast. It's a little bit chilly, but getting warm really, really fast. Is make sure to get a tune-up, get your bike maintained, especially if it's been used for winter training on the indoor trainer, and then you'll be set to go. So again, hopefully you found some value in this video, and we will catch you in the next one.